All right, guys, we're just trying to solve some exponential equations. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want some scratch paper. So we've worked on these kinds of things before. We have, I'm just going to fold my paper in half. This is just scratch paper from setting up my wireless printer. So I'm going to write down my equation. I have 9 to the 3x minus 12 equals 81 to the 6th. The first thing we need to do is we need to get the bases. So these are called your bases. We want the bases to be the same number. They have to be the same or we can't look at them. So the easiest way for me is I look at the smaller number, 9 and 81. So 9 is the smaller one. I'm going to rewrite 81 as 9 to a power. I'm going to think of 81, so I'm just using the circle there. I'm thinking of this as 9 squared. And then the 6 is still on the outside. This is really like 9 squared with parentheses to the 6. You need to remember your exponent rules. Parentheses to parentheses, that's going to multiply. So I have 9 to the 12th. I'm going to write this one more time down here. 9 to the 3x minus 21. 9 to the 12. Now that we have that, since the bases are the same, we're going to, so this is step 1. Step 2, we're going to set powers equal. So I'm going to have 3x minus 21 equals 12. And step 3 is just going to be solve. Now, step 2, it makes sense. If the base is the same, then those, in order for this side to equal that side, then those powers have to be equivalent. And the easiest way to find this is just to take this power equal to that power. Now again, we're just going to solve. Draw your line. I want the x by itself. Plus 21 plus 21. That 3x comes down. Those cross out. 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1. I want the x by itself, so I'm going to divide. I've got x equals 11. It's important that you can do all of these steps and you understand how they work. You're going to, one part of your quiz this week is I get to pick one of these problems for you to explain to me, and you have to be able to explain it step by step, just like this. I'm going to do a couple more problems with you. So I'm going to do this one. It's important that I also color in the number. Then I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to flip my page so I have something new. 2 to the 5x, 8 to the 2x minus 4. Again, these are my bases. The smaller number is the 2. So I need to figure out 2 to what power is 8. An easy way to do this, let me see if I can get this to zoom in just a little bit. Such a bright glare. Menu 2, 3. And I'm going to put in 8. 2 to the 3rd. Get this to kind of, not really any better now. It's 2 to the 3rd power. So I'm going to leave this side exactly the same. 2 to the 3rd power. Oh, sorry, that's a 4. Now the tricky part here is this is a group. So this 3 is going to multiply to each part of that group. 2 times 3, 6x. 2 times -4, -12. So step 1 again was to get same base. Step 2, we're going to set the powers equal. Step 3, it's going to be solve. So I'm just going to set my powers equal. 5x equals 6x minus 12. Minus 6x, minus 6x, -1x, -12, divide by the -1, x equals 12. That was easy. Now again, I'm going to look at my maze. And it's going to be 12. And I've got this bad boy. Now this one's different because it doesn't have a power up top. So I'm going to do this one, and this is the last example I'm doing with you. 4 to the 2x plus 1 equals 1024. Now off the top of my head, I do not know how to rewrite 1024 as a power of 4. So I'm going to use my calculator. Menu 2, 3. I'm going to put in that 1024. It's telling me it's 2 to the 10th power. Well, I can do that. 2 to the 10th, but now these aren't the same. That's okay, not a big deal. We're just going to rewrite this. 4 is the same thing as 2 squared. Notice that I put this as a group. We're going to distribute. And now I'm going to just set the powers equal. From here, it's pretty simple. Just get the x by itself. And I'm done. Now let me try to show you, let me try to show you how to use the little scribble tool in slides to make it so you can trace the maze. I'm going to pause. All right, guys, I'm going to try to show you. You're going to need to open up the assignment. The easiest way for me, again, I'm going to just zoom in, just too small. Make sure you come in here, edit this. I'm not married. Miss Stone. Don't actually care that much. I care that you have your name here. You can change the color. I don't care as long as I can read it and it's simple and it's got your first and last. Then we're going to come up here and pick this line tool. I prefer to just pick the scribble because I can just go through and pick. I can pick my the maze all in one. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, and I started here. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go over on the 12, and then we got the 2. So this is the part I've gotten to so far. It doesn't have to be perfect. I can, if I select this guy, so see how it's unselected right now? It's kind of hard to see. Click on him. Pick a color. Pick a fun color. Green's my favorite color, so I'm picking green, and I'm going to make him fat. Fat. Done. And then if I want to work on a couple problems and then get there again, I'm going to, again, just pick either the line or the scribble tool. But if you pick the line, I don't know if this is the right answer, but if I go here, I can just change it to be flat, and I can pick the color, pick a different color. Doesn't matter. Matters that I can follow your line and you're tracing the answer in the box. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have questions, message me, and I'll see you guys soon.